You've got to tell me how Brian escaped from Happydale.
Banana! Now, where were we?
Following your escape plan, Brian climbed into the ventilation ducts, but then he came across Kurgan's decapitated body. He found the head and tried to hide it by sticking it into a furnace, which turned on when he closed the door. The head was reduced to ashes and
then he came home to Daddy.
Even after dying, that psycho's managed to screw everything up for me. Now how do I escape?
The cards are in your favor. Improvise.
Come on already, Gabbo. Can you stop it with that line, please?
Improvise. You and Kurgan are almost the same height, and you have the same build. What would happen if they found his beheaded body dressed in your clothes tomorrow?
What? I can't do that. Kurgan's back is hairy as an ape. They'll recognize him in a second.
Do some hair removal.
What about his freaky long fingernail? They'll know it's Kurgan as soon as they see it.
Trim it.
And I have a tattoo on my ass, and he doesn't.
Draw one on him.
What about his blood type, his shoe size, his DNA?
Go to Bennett's office and switch the medical files. Try to think on your toes, Brian.
You know, in the end, it'll turn out you're right. Kurgan's body could pass for mine. If I switch his medical records with mine, cut off his disgusting fingernail, copy the tattoo I have, well, near the small of my back, wax his shoulders, and set things up in such a way that they decide not to look for his head or suspect foul play when they can't find it. That way they'll think the dead body's mine and...
Nobody looks for a dead man. But make it snappy, Basco. Remember, either you're escaping at 12 midnight or you're not escaping at all.
What came after entering the casino?
Go into the air ducts through the vent.
About that tattoo of mine that I have to draw on Kurgan. Since you're so good at that artsy-fartsy stuff, why don't you paint it?
Forget it. I don't see myself looking at you on all fours and me painting Kurgan's behind.
Well, that's kind of the idea.
No way.
$37 million.
I'm not a big wheeler-dealer, Basco. Not even something as amazing as a 37 would convince me.
Do you have anything that might pass for a tattoo?
No. But I'll listen to any and all ideas.
Add $1,000 to the $2,000 I already owe you.
Done. In the third drawer of my cabinet, there are some artist pens. Grab a 0.005 and it should pass. Too bad I don't have a 0.037.
I love deals with friends. You know, I'm not going to bug you anymore about this tattoo business.
My unstable mental health will thank you for that.
Why do I have to wait to escape right at midnight?
Because it is right then that the guards by the entrance change shifts. You'll have a little more than 37 seconds to slide down the cable with no fear of being seen.
I'm going to keep planning my escape, Gabbo.
Good for you.
Well, like Gabbo says, I'll have to improvise. Channel surfing. That can only mean one thing. Just one little question, Miss Palmer.
What?
When is Miss Carrington coming back?
I said it's none of your business.
But she is feeling better, right?
It's none of my business.
You're just the substitute. When she comes back, you'll leave, right?
I'm your nurse, so watch your mouth.
What's your opinion? Did she fall accidentally or did she jump?
The West Wing could drive anyone bonkers.
Miss Carrington was really happy working in this wing.
As corroborated by her swan dive out the window, right?
The truth is that nobody ever wants to work in the West Wing.
Psychopaths are not usually the life of the party.
You had just started working in the South Wing. Why did you have to come here and replace Miss Carrington?
I said, what's it to you?
Oops, I forgot to ask you one little detail about Miss Carrington. Talking about Miss Carrington makes me sad. Let's change the subject.
Sure. To nothing, I propose.
You wouldn't happen to have any of that wax women use for hair removal, do you?
Drop dead, Bosco.
Could you open the small cabinet so I can grab the ping pong paddles?
No, the old guy's got the table for the moment.
Okay, but give me the paddles.
I said no.
I won't use the table. I'll play against the wall.
Without paddles, you won't be hitting anything.
I would like to take advantage of this opportunity to make it clear that those paddles aren't going to do me any good.
Then stop asking for them.
I don't want to play ping pong. I'm just asking for the paddles to screw with your mind. Okay, I'm history lady.
I'm the mother of the
Some people use it to photocopy their butt. Wait, my tattoo. Hey, you peeping Tom. I'm about to drop my trousers here. It would be such a nice touch if we could just imagine... a curtain, let's say. Great. Now I feel a bit more comfortable with this. Let's see how it works. Presto! Looks nicer than I thought. Okay, when I count to 3, we can stop imagining the curtain. 1, 2, 3. Marcelo's teachings do come in handy once in a while. The tattoo was Gina's idea. She got me drunk, and I woke up branded. It's the only unused one sitting around. Let's try to locate where we're at. For now, I've figured out where the casino is, as well as the central fan and Kurgan's final resting place. And yes, I believe I can find my way to Bennett's office. Ready. Yes, let's get to it. Huh? Oh, what's this? Oh, this goes on forever. Oh man, it stinks in here. This seems like a morgue. Well, this sanatorium has been around for more than a century, so I wouldn't be surprised if this room had originally been used as a morgue. An emergency room? Or who knows what else? Well, it looks like this doohickey here is slightly less disgusting than the others. I'd like to imagine it's a little vacuum, but I don't want to think about what it's vacuum. And why not? Looks like a Martian invention. It has some horrible iron shackles on it. Not a chance. Who knows how many people lost their minds while tied down there? I'll never do that. Majorly spooky. Sorry, but what's the... I'd rather not think about the types of therapies they used them for. In fact, it looks like they weren't even taken off of the last person who had them on. Yowza! That was so rusty it just fell apart. Great. Now how am I supposed to get out of here? It looks so new compared to the rest of the room. Maybe they brought it here to clean things up, but changed their mind in the end. It's not even dusty. Go figure. Wow, what a strange shape. I don't even want to imagine what it's for. I guess the water came in through here. There's an iron bar inside. I've reached the conclusion that the iron bar that was inside the hole was stuck to the side so hard that it could not be removed by grabbing it with my bare hands. However, with the forceps, things might work just a little better. Amazing! It's as if I knew the solutions before I even know anything about the problems. The bar's a bit rusty, but I'll do it. Let's see if I can work up some momentum. 1, 2, 3! Ouch! I think I'll have to try that some other way. No, it may still be useful to me. No, I'd prefer to keep it on me. Okay. Hey, it's already been unstuck. If I did that handiwork, I would have a trampoline. That's it. Now let's get out of here. One, 2, 3. Oh, darn swimming pool. It almost ruined my entire plan. It has a metal bowl at the bottom. Good. Spick and span. Okay, done. Go directly to office. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Runny, it's Bennett. How's everything going? Me, I'm the same. My work isn't nearly as secretive as yours. I was just calling to say thank you. I got the package with the things I asked you for. Yes, it's all there. The photos, the keys, and the instructions to get to Chapman's cabin.
Chapman? Why does that name ring a bell?
Yes, I'll try to go this week. I owe you one, Ronnie.
Great idea. Okay, but I'm walking on eggshells here. Because if he sees the tube, I'm doomed.
That's strange. I really gotta stop drinking this stuff.
Now! Man, that was close. Switching his medical chart with mine. Done. Swift plan, man. If I put it in for just one itsy-bitsy instant and then I open the door right away, the candles will melt but without burning the wax up entirely. But wait, the not-so-nice part is that I'll get a nasty burn when I take it out. No, wait, I have a funnel. Performing hair removal on his shoulders. Done. As soon as you're done with this... Yeah, this knife blade is big enough to cut through a fingernail like that. Cutting his nail. Done. I have the artist's pen, the photocopy for reference. In other words, I'm set. Copying my tattoo on his butt. Done. Okay. Opening this with my bare hands is impossible. Yeah, that might just work. I'm thinking that underneath the hatch, there's a set of motors which would disintegrate a head if one just happened to fall onto them. Right before escaping, I'll open it with the iron bar and place Kurgan's body in it so that it looks like his head fell down the hole and was pulverized by the machines. That way, nobody gets suspicious about the missing head. And so... Switching his medical chart with mine. Done. Cutting his nail. Done. Copying my tattoo on his butt. Done. Performing hair removal on his shoulders. Done. Getting his head to disappear without arousing suspicion. Done. Kurgan has now been fully Brianized. Finally, anyone who sees him will be 100% sure that Jacob Kurgan's corpse is actually Brian Basco's. I still have to switch my clothes with his, but I'd better wait until I'm ready to escape. Now I just have to figure out how to slide down that cable on the roof. Okay, but after seeing what happened to Kurgan, I think I'll take ladder number 1. Locked. Darn that Murphy's Law. Gabbo's stick thin, so I bet he could slip between the bars. But me? No. Not even in an imaginary box. Well... Done. Excellent. If there's a way to bend those bars, that would be it. That's the cable Gabbo was talking about, right? Looks like the other side of the cable is right by that huge sign welcoming people to Happydale. Ideal for my escape. When it's time to escape, I just put the forceps around the cable, hold on tight, jump, and slide down. Well, I think I've done everything I needed to do. That psycho Kurgan is so Brianized, they'll think his body is mine. And besides that, I know how to slide down the cable on the roof now. I'm gonna go back to my room to wait for the right time to escape. When the sun goes down, I'm free as a bird. Nothing's gonna stop me from escaping.
Stop right there! Hold him down, Ernie. Your pleasant little stroll is over, Basco.
Hey, Miss Palmer.
Basco's all worked up. He needs the anesthesia. Get him back to bed. He clearly needs more medication.
crazy chick force-fed me some nasty meds. What did she give me? Ernie! Was this the pill?
Sure is, Basco. That was the one.
What are you doing in here, Ernie?
House rules, Basco. If the nurse on call has to leave, it's my job to come on in. I'm surprised you haven't figured this stuff out yet.
Wouldn't you like to take a peek inside Miss Palmer's purse?
Take a peek? In her purse? No. Can you guess where, though?
What are you writing?
Rebuttals against dumb stuff people say about Elvis.
Like what?
One says Elvis was killed by an FBI gnome. That can't be true, because to get into the FBI, you have to be at least 5'3".
Keep writing, Ernie.
Will do, Basco.
I have to find out what the effects of neuroshotgun are. I can't risk losing it when I'm escaping from this place.
Hi there, I'm Mickey.
Hi there,
Who are
I'm
you?
Mickey. Who are you?
Brian Basco.
Nice to meet you, Brian. So, what's up?
You look nervous.
Of course I do. In 5 minutes is the last episode of Barbara's Crest. And as soon as it's over, I have to rush my butt over to the university to take my Pharmacology 3 exam. It's like the most important day of my life on 2 totally different fronts. You'd be jittery too, Brian.
Let me ask you something about Barbara's Crest.
Okay, but careful, because I'm the show's biggest fan.
How many episodes of Barbara's Crest have there been?
Today's will be number 2138. It's the longest lasting series in the history of television.
Which of the series' features would you say has made it so successful?
The fact that it's so realistic, like politics. Everything's a lie, but somehow they get you to believe it.
Who's your favorite character?
I think Chris Millard, 'cause he's been in a coma for 8 seasons and his performance is just as fresh and exciting as the day his car went off that cliff. Sometimes I wonder whether they just keep showing the same footage over and over again.
Do you remember any part of the plot that stands out from the rest?
Oh, yeah. Like when Anne Virginia walked in on Minerva Calixta Hasselfield while she was in bed with... I don't remember. No.
Hi there, I'm Mickey. Who are you?
It doesn't matter. Just answer. Ready for your big exam?
I've memorized it all. Ask me whatever you want.
What pharmacies in Southwest Manhattan will be open 24 hours next Wednesday? Time.
You're clueless. You gotta ask me about some drug, and I'll tell you everything I know about it.
Neuroshotgun XR.
Neuroshocking XR, chemical composition, hypopendulic acid, dosage administered orally, used only to resuscitate the sick who are clinically dead. In any other type of patient, it causes acute neural excitation, which results in attacks of extreme violence in the patient, which...
What? Miss Palmer gave me pills to make me ultra-violent? Yes, of course. That knife under my pillow was her doing. That's how she knew about my candy. And then she wouldn't give up until I took those pills. Is she trying to get me to kill someone? What for? Does she hate me that much? The important thing now is to find some sort of antidote.
Which can only be neutralized by taking...
A direct electrical shock.
A direct electrical shock of high voltage applied to the back of the neck. In other words, either you jolt the guy with electricity or he starts to go postal and kill everyone in sight.
Thanks a lot, Mickey. You just saved my life.
Next question.
Study on the habits of the culture section. Now we will begin our culture.
Can you lend me the taser inside of Miss Palmer's purse?
Basco, I never took you for a thief. A nutcase and a murderer, yeah, but not a thief.
Come on, dude. She's not gonna notice. I'll give it back to you later.
I don't sell out for nothing. Well, maybe for cash.
An important study on the habits of the polar bear, led by Benjamin.
What are you doing in here, Ernie?
House rules, Basco. If the nurse on call has to leave, it's my job to come on in. I'm surprised you haven't figured this stuff out yet.
Red Hook serial killer. When my son comes home...
Keep writing, Ernie.
Will do, Basco.
Criminal organization of the Sandretti family, whose fortune amounts to more than... Apparently related with the criminal organization of the Sandretti family, whose fortune amounts to...
Man, after what he told me about all of the gold in the world.
I'm the mother of the
Ernie,
famous red...
do you think the casino chips Gabbo gave me are fake?
I doubt it. How much are we talking about here?
$125,000.
$125,000? I'd like some of them chips myself.
Yeah? Well, go figure that they're not at all that appealing to me. I'd even give them up in exchange for, I don't know, a taser gun?
Basco, never, ever, ever will you get me to take that taser out of Miss Palmer's purse. And you know that never means...
How cool. Be careful, Gabbo. One shock and that's it.
Sure. Basco? Minutes till the changing of the guard. Get going. Miss Palmer could...
Give me your cell phone.
Why?
If it goes as planned, they'll contact Gina to have her identify Kurgan's headless cadaver. I've got to warn her. She has to tell them the body's mine.
Hey, who's there? Oh my gosh, that Basco fella's dead! Up there! It's Kurgan! Kurgan! Stop right there!